Hi there everybody, Ollie here, aka Secret Nimbus, here with another Feed the Beast Unhinged Let's Play video. So at the end of my last episode, I had just set up my basic ME network, so an ME controller, crafting terminal and my ME drive. I think I've actually moved across all of my, almost all of my junk into my ME system, apart from a few sort of barrels full of cobblestone. I've got an awful lot of charcoal right now, almost an entire barrel full, and some dirt. So in this episode, what I really want to do is upgrade my Industrial Craft EU production, because at the moment I'm basically just running a generator, a bat box and a plate bending machine. So what I'd really prefer to do is to make a couple of new machines which will help me upgrade this, and by the end of the episode I will actually have my Steam Turbine set up. I've been making a lot of steel off camera. I have actually set up a second steam boiler in the process as well. So first things first, what I really want to do is make myself an induction smelter. So part of thermal expansion, so we're steering away from GregTech Industrial Craft for a second. Basically I need the induction smelter to make a couple of different materials, which are hardened glass to make liquiducts, and electrum, which I'm actually going to use to make glass fibre cables, because before thermal expansion, I think the most efficient way of producing glass fibre cables was to use silver with your diamonds in glass, but I think nowadays, because you can produce electrum using the induction smelter, it's actually you get 8 instead of 6, so far more efficient use of your diamonds. So let's look up the recipe quick for the induction smelter. So here we go, because the induction smelter here. Oh, I'm going to need some Invar. I think I've already made some of that. So yeah, now we've got my ME system in place. The easiest way to craft is I just shift click, and it takes all the items from my ME network, and I just dump it back inside. Have I made some Invar? Let's have a quick search through. Yes, I did make some Invar. Excellent. There's like my Blue Peter moment. Here's some I did earlier. Let's make the... I don't want those particular gears. I want the ones where you can use... There we go. A couple of iron bars. Undos. Let me just get rid of the Invar so you can see all my inventory. Then need a couple of diamonds, unfortunately. Quite an expensive recipe. I think I need to make a redstone reception coil. Let's make one of you. And then hit shift click. There we go. Induction smelter. Now here's how... Did I already make some machine frames? I might have just made like more machine frames even though I didn't need to. Yeah, I've got a spare machine frame. I've also got a few machine blocks. I'm going to need them to make a couple of my machines. Here we go. We have the induction smelter. Now where am I going to put this for now? Let's just plonk it down here. Just start to fill it with power. There we go. Excellent. So while setting up a few other things, I'm actually going to start making some hardened glass. So to make this, you need pulverized obsidian or macerated obsidian. So you need obsidian dust. And then you also need lead. You need this in a 2-to-1 ratio, so I just grabbed 20 lead for now. Should make more than enough hardened glass, so we're just going to put that in. So you need 2 different things in the induction smelter. If you put an ore in there with the sand, you get double the amount of ingots than you would just smelting one ore, which is quite cool. And then certain recipes require 2 different items to make the final product. So electrum requires gold and silver, which I'll be making in a bit, and hardened glass requires sort of obsidian dust and lead ingots. So pretty straightforward. Next thing I want to make is an Industrial Craft / GregTech compressor. You've basically got the automatic compressor or the compressor. They're absolutely identical, except one is GregTech and one isn't GregTech. So let's just go into my quite an easy recipe, just an electronic circuit, a machine frame or a machine block, and then a few stone. And then we go. All the stuff's already in my... Why did I just make 3 of those? Oh my god. I am actually going to need... I think I'm going to need some compressors later, but I think I've just wasted a big old heap of time there. I'm going to have to make some more machine frames now. So I'm just going to plop that down next to my bat box. That'll be full of... yeah, so I need the compressor to make some steel blocks in a minute. Let me just make... Have I got any refined iron in my system? I have got some refined iron. I'm going to need to make 2 bat boxes, which I've just accidentally used up. There we go, machine block. Is it going to... Oh no, I need refined iron plates, don't I? So I need 16 of these. There we go. Yeah, that was a bit dumb. I did not mean to make that many compressors, although I will need compressors for something later on, so I'm sure I'll use them up. Just kind of annoying. I didn't mean to right-click. I should have just left-clicked, but... First mistake of the video. So there we go. We now have the automatic compressor. So one of the first parts of... so basically I need this to make... So if we look at the steam turbine, what I'm basically going to use to produce my EU. So you need blocks of steel and steel plates. Sorry, just got a cough there. So we go. So I need to make several blocks of steel, which you basically need the compressor for. To make all of the steam turbine and the turbine rotor, you need 259 steel. So let's grab... No, I'm clicked on the wrong thing there. I want to be clicked on my ME terminal when I'm searching. I've got 254. Let's just grab all you out. Is that all the steel I've got left? I think I've got some downstairs. Hang on, let me just run down. I'm also going to try to figure out how many blocks of steel I'm going to have to make in a second. So this is my second boiler which I've set up. Nice and full of getting nice and full of charcoal already. This is my main boiler, completely up to 1000 degrees C. It was starting to overflow with charcoal, which is why I decided to then go ahead and just set up my new steam boiler. So that's all set up nicely. That's gaining some heat. I think I've got some steel smelting. There we go. Bit more steel. Excellent. That should be more than enough for what I need to set up my steam turbine. Just go back up top for now, where all my machines are. Let's run over here. Grab those refined iron plates out of there, because I'm going to need then to set up my MFE and MFSU in a minute. Let me figure out. So I need to go back to Steam. So I need steam turbine housing, which is part of Railcraft. Basically, input steam, output EU. Pretty cool. So I'm going to need 3x2x2 is 12. 3 times 2 is 6, times 2 is 12. So I'm going, and that produces 3 each. So I need 4 times this recipe here. So I need 16 blocks of steel. So each block of steel takes 9 steel. So let's just make sure I've got 16 blocks of this. 1, 2, 3. That's too many. There's 3, 4. Oh crap. Oh crap. Ah! Oh, there we go. That's 16. That's not what I want. Let's divide that in 2. There's another one. There's another one. And another one. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Oh, bollocks. 14. 15, and then finally 16. Woohoo! I think that's right. Let me just rework that out. So I need 12 altogether. So I need 4 of that, which is 4 blocks of steel. Yep, that's where all the expense of this recipe comes from. So let's start working this into here. So this is basically all the steel I need. I'm probably going to work that out mathematically. No, wrong machine. Oh god. Just realised. Let's just start feeding these into the compressor instead, which is bloody slow. Right, I do actually need steel plates, so I need 4 per thing, so I need 16 of them altogether, so we need another 9. I think they need to go in there as well, actually. So that's going to make another 2. So I got 6, that's going to be too many. Oh, hang on, no, I need 8. What am I thinking? I need 16 of them altogether, so I've got 8. So 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go. That should make all the steel plates I need. There we go. I've got 1 steel block. We could be here a while. Right, I'm going to cut back in a second once these steel blocks are all finished compressing, and then we'll get on with making my steam turbine housings. Okay, so I'm back, everybody. So I've got my blocks of steel and my steel plates. I'm just going to drop a few more there, and I'll explain why in a second. But let's run back over to here. Let's start crafting up my my steam turbine housings. So let's shift-click all that in. There we go, my 12 steam turbine housings. So that's what we need to. That's what will drive the power. So let's run downstairs, set it up near to my boiler. Here we go. So I want to try and get this like fairly close to the wall over here, as my GregTech Industrial Craft stuff will be up there, sort of. Let's get it somewhere in the middle. So we need a 3x2x2. That's not the right way. So let's go like this. There we go, and there we go. The steam turbine is all in place. It's a multi-block structure. Once he's kind of like this kind of dial and the big turbine on the side pop up, you know it's working. You know I've done something right. So let me just plop that torch back down there for a second. So the one thing that's missing from the steam turbine is the rotor. You can see there's a little rotor, and then it's missing there, and it won't actually output anything until I've built the rotor. So the reason I was making some more steel blocks is that we need to make the turbine rotor. So let's jog back over here. Now I wonder how long. So that's all done. Excellent. So then with my remaining steel. So I need to make this rotor here. This turbine rotor, wrong one. This turbine rotor, right one. So basically, to make the turbine rotor, I need 3 turbine discs. To make the turbine discs, I need these turbine blades surrounding a block of iron, hence 3 blocks of iron. Steel even, sorry. And then to make one of these turbine blades is 3 steel ingots. So is that going to be enough? I hope it's enough. If not, then I'm seriously screwed. So let's shift click. There we go, 3, and I got 4 turbine blades spare. That's kind of annoying. I think I picked up too much steel. Oh yes, I did, didn't I? Never mind. Well, I'll need them later, because basically this thing does these do wear out eventually. It takes a while, but I won't be using that much EU initially. But eventually, I will need those spare turbine blades. So there we go. We can just shift click there. Basically, it's all fully working now, and it goes solid grey. Now, how am I going to get the steam from the high-pressure boiler tank to the steam turbine housing? That's the reason I needed to make the induction smelter to make my hardened glass, because I'm going to make liquid ducts, because liquid ducts are awesome and far better than Buildcraft waterproof pipes. So I've already got the hardened glass in my inventory, so I'm just going to jog back over to here quickly, deposit that in there. So we're going to look up the recipe for liquid ducts. Liquid ducts. So there we go, liquid duct. So basically just without GregTech on. This is just ordinary glass with copper either side, but obviously with GregTech on everything's harder, so we've got to make hardened glass. So let's shift click. Let's make, say, 16 for now, see if that's enough. Let's run back down. Right, let's run over here, chow down on an apple quickly, as I'm down a health. So then we can start to shift click that, and hopefully, I think I may have to change that to output and give it a power source in a second, but we'll come to that in a minute. So you want to give multiple outputs with these liquid ducts, because that's the best way you get the maximum efficiency with this steam turbine. Am I going to need my crescent hammer? Let's whack it with my crescent hammer. Is it going to force it out? Right, I'm going to need a lever. Right, I'm going to run back upstairs for a lever. Yeah, you need to provide some kind of redstone signal to the output of a liquid duct. So I'm going to see if I've got some levers in my ME system. If not, it's not exactly difficult to make one. There we go, got 5. That'll do. So let's run back down here. And then we can then plop a lever, say there, turn that on. Now I'm going to get... Oh, right, no, the reason I'm not getting any steam... That would make sense. The reason I'm not getting any steam coming out... I don't actually need to have this. The reason I'm not getting any steam out is because that's still not quite to temperature. So let me just see if I can borrow some charcoal from this boiler. Dump it in there, see if we can heat that up a bit quicker. Let's go see if I've actually got any charcoal spewing out the back here, which nope, not quite. It's burning it a bit quicker than I thought. Yeah, you don't need anywhere near as much charcoal to keep this thing at 1000 degrees C once it reaches temperature, but getting these kind of boilers up to temperature is the tricky bit. So yeah, I am... Let's just make sure all this is joined up like that, so you can get multiple outputs, multiple inputs. So that will be pumping out steam momentarily once I get enough charcoal in there. So what I'm going to do for now is start working on how to store my EU. Now, to do that, I'm going to use a couple of different storage things, namely an MFSU and an MFE. So we are going to need to make 2 MFEs, because the MFSU requires an MFE. So if we look at the recipe for MFE, it is some gold insulated cable, a few energy crystals, and a machine block. To make the energy crystals, you can use diamonds, but I have actually been searching for rubies. As you can see, there we go. I found 7 of these bad boys. So let me just can I shift right click? There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now, unfortunately, I've only got 7, so we'll have to borrow a diamond for the last one for now. So there we go. That's that done. I don't want to make any more of them. So let's shift click all them back into my system. So then we can make an MFE. There we go. 1 MFE. Achievement, storage upgrade. Woohoo! I will actually need to make another machine block before I can make another one. So let's make 2 of you, I think. If not, I've always got extra. So there we go. There's a second MFE which I want to put back into the system. Now the MFE is like the intermediate storage option for EU. So what I do actually want to make is an MFSU as well. Now, to make Lapotron crystals, you can either use energy crystals or sapphires. I happen to have quite a lot of sapphires. So can I shift click them in? Oh, it's basically just telling me, because you can use what's it called? lazurite dust, which you get from going to the end, which I'll probably do later on. There we go. So I'm going to need 6 of these bad boys to make lapotron crystals. So yeah, ordinarily for a lapotron crystal you'd have to use an energy crystal, but because I've got Greg Tech on, well, before Greg Tech I found like a load of sapphires and chests and things, so I can actually bypass the need for more energy crystals and just use sapphires instead, which is pretty cool. So I need 6 of them, and apparently I'm actually out of electronic circuits. Oh great. Can I actually make them? No. Oh balls. This is one thing apparently I forgot to make off camera, so I'm going to zip away and make myself a load more electronic circuits. I'll be back momentarily. Okay, so I'm back, everybody. Took a little while longer than I was expecting, basically because I had a severe rubber shortage and then was unable to make the electronic circuit. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6, there we go. So now my 6 lapotron crystals. I've got my MFE already in place, so let's just dump them back into the system. What else do I need? I need a highly advanced machine block. Now to do this, I am going to need to make some mixed metal. I'm going to need a machine block. Do I still have a machine block? Yes, I do still have my machine block. Excellent. So I'm going to need an advanced machine block. So I need some carbon plates. This is going to require compressing a few things. So I'm going to need to compress my raw carbon mesh. And then I'm also going to need to make some mixed metal ingots. So what gives me 2? Have I got Invar? I've got bronze. I don't have zinc. Invar, bronze, tin. Could make Invar bronze. I don't have aluminium. Invar brass. I have brass. Invar. So it must be Invar bronze tin to make 2. So let's get 2 lots of Invar. Dump you back in. Do I have bronze? Please have bronze. Bronze. 1, 2 bronze. And then I need 2 tin. 1, 2. Right. Hopefully now I can make the. Now I need to make these into plates. There we go. Got 1 Invar plate. 2 Invar plates. 1 tin plate, 2 tin plates, 1 bronze plate, 2 bronze plates. Now hopefully this should make a mixed metal ingot. Fingers crossed. So the Invar went on top, then the bronze, then the tin. There we go. 4. Oh, more than I needed. Excellent. So then I need to put both of these in the compressor. What I like about the Greg Tech compressors, they do actually have 2 slots here and 2 outputs, which is slightly better than the old industrial craft, which I think maybe used to only have 1, from what I remember. Pretty sweet deal. So the compressor is so slow, it's absolutely crazy. I don't actually know what any of these Greg Tech things actually do, but yeah, that's weird. So did I need anything else for my MFSU while I'm here? Need 1 advanced circuit. So I do actually have one circuit left. Let me just make sure I don't already have an advanced circuit. No, I don't. So let's shift click you in place. Drop you in there. How are we doing with the old compressor? So I almost made my second carbon plate. Now what I want to do while I'm here is, in between videos, I was also making up some coal balls, because I do actually plan on making some industrial diamonds. So for that I do actually need to compress up these coal balls, which you basically make by using, what's it called? So if you want to make an industrial diamond to make your own diamonds, let me just show you the recipe quickly. So you need these coal chunks. Coal chunks are compressed coal balls surrounding either obsidian, block of iron or bricks. Bricks is probably the cheapest one, as clay is pretty available. You make these compressed coal balls by making a coal ball, and to make a coal ball you take coal dust and surround it by a flint. So it's pretty easy. It takes basically one stack of coal per diamond. So that's 2 advanced alloys, that's all I need. So we can shift click that in there. Let's go back to my MFSU. We're making a highly advanced machine block. Can I shift click that? There we go. Not highly advanced, just an advanced machine block. And there we go. MFSU, MFE. Did I make transformers off camera? I made an LV transformer. Excellent. So the steam turbine downstairs basically outputs in HV. The MFSU can take HV. The is like the voltage. The MFE here can only take medium voltage, so I'm going to need to make myself a medium voltage transformer. So if I search for MV, there we go. Oh, I need another machine block. Do I have enough resources for that? Apparently I've underestimated my amount of machine blocks, so let's find some refined iron. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Good job, I've got plenty of iron at the moment. I do quite a bit of mining off camera. Maybe I can just show you how much iron I've got. I've got 717 iron, so rather a lot. Keeps me going, of course. There we go, got a couple of spare advanced alloys now, and those coal chunks are just going to compress nicely to themselves for a while. Hopefully maybe by the time we come back from setting up downstairs, or next time, I can show you what I've done with the compressed coal balls. Also, to set up this whole system, I'm going to need to use some cabling. And the best cabling you can use if you're going over long distances is the glass fibre cables, as it loses the least amount of charge. So the most efficient way of doing this is to actually take electrum ingots and either put an industrial diamond, diamond dust, or a diamond in the middle with some glass, and you get 8 of these glass fibre cables. So to make electrum, you need gold and silver. So let's take half a stack of gold. I've got quite a bit of that at the moment. How much silver have I got? Fair amount of silver as well. Excellent. So it's a 1-to-1 ratio here. Stick them both in the induction smelter, and then you make electrum. There we go, 2 at a time. It's a nice 1-to-1 ratio. So I've made my refined iron plates here. Shove these back inside. I'm making a machine block to make a MV transformer, I think. There we go. Let's make my machine block. Apparently my wrench has run out. Oh great. So let's flip round to... I've got enough for that? Yet. Let's remake you. You basically need to keep remaking these wrenches. They have durability, which is kind of annoying. So cancel you, and then I should already have the gold cables in place. There we go. Got my transformers now. So oh yeah, and then the bat box here is another step down. So you need the LV transformer from the MFE to the bat box to power that up. Because if you don't use these transformers, basically your whole system explodes. So it's very well, not the whole system. Basically the next tier down. So these coal balls are compressing down nicely. So yeah, I think we're almost all set up apart from the glass fibre cables, which we're going to make now. So I'm making a lot of electrum here. Be about a stack of electrum I think I'll make all together there, which will keep me going for a while, especially if I want to make things like redstone energy conduits as well. So let's go back to glass fibre cables. So let's go to the last page, shift click U in place. I want to make 3, 1, 2. Oh, don't have enough glass. Interesting. Right, let's pick up U. Best way to make glass, literally get your pulverizer. Make sure that's the output. Drop in some cobblestone. That gets pulverized down into sand, and then it'll go straight into my powered furnace to make glass, which is pretty cool. So let's chow down. Just realise how hungry I am. I think you probably only see about maybe about 20 minutes of this video, but I'll probably end up cutting out about equal amounts of time of that, or more rubber, which I'd smelted up. Where's the first glass? Come on, I only need 1 more. Okay, give me 2 then. Why the hell not? So let's drop you back inside, drop you in place, and then we can make the 24 glass fibre cables. That should be hopefully more than enough to keep me going for a little while. So now, hopefully, my steam engine, what am I looking for? My boiler is now producing steam, as you can see. We're up to 145 already. The output is obviously 0 at the moment, but and then literally what we need to do is we can go like this. Oh no, I want to do it on the ground. Save glass fibre cables. So let's have you coming out like this, and then we want to put my MFSU there. That's charging. So I think the green is output. There we go, charging. And then you can see this. It's at. Have I done this right? Because if you only have sort of a 1-to-1 connection, like 1 here going to 1 there, you will not get 100% output. But it looks like I've done things right. I've got multiple outputs going into multiple inputs, and it's charging my MFSU at 100%. So there we go. And then you can see the turbine rotor taking damage as well, very slowly. I'm only up to about 3. Apparently it can last up to 3 days, I think. So then we need to bring you out to the MV transformer like so. Where's my wrench? I think Crescent Hammer can do this. I'm hoping so. Yes, it will. Come on. Maybe it won't. So I think I need to go get the wrench from that I used to make the machine blocks and use that instead. Oh, that's kind of annoying. I really wish... I don't think in this mod pack, I don't think the Omni tool is present, or the Force wrench, which is from Darkcraft. They're kind of multi-purpose wrenches, so... Where's my wrench? Oh, I do have 2. Why was it only showing 1 iron wrench? That's kind of annoying. Well, at least I have plenty of iron wrenches spare now. I can use one for moving things around and one for making my parts until one runs out. So is that going to do it? There we go. So that's the MV transformer. So that will then allow me to hook things up to my MFSU. Now, if we do this right, it won't explode, and then we need the wrench out. Nope, did not want to do that. That put it down. Let's replace the pipes there. Let's plop you down like that. There we go. Now that should be charging. If I don't get some weird lag. It's kind of annoying. Is that the wrong way around then? input to... Oh, no, that's an output, isn't it? Of course. So let's just move you around. There we go. That's now charging. Excellent. Nice and quickly. Everything's going rather well here. And then I need to figure out basically where my bat box is so I can hook this up. And then we're all running off steam power, my entire base, which would be awesome. So let's run over here quickly. Let's just make sure that I know where the underside of my bat box is. So there we go, through there. So then what we need to do is need to change that to the input face, I think, because nope, that's an output, so it doesn't matter. That can go like that, and then we literally just need to set it down to about there. We'll put the LV transformer on. Which way around is the transformer? So that needs to be the input. So let's just try and land on top. There we go. That'll now be the input, and then we can bring. Well, that's the MFSE. MFSE. There we go. And then that should all be hooked up. And then if we run upstairs, disconnect the generator, and then hopefully I should still be gaining EU upstairs. Fingers crossed. Now if we disconnect this, like so. Yep, still gaining power. Am I still gaining power? I don't know, I can't tell. I'm not losing power very quickly, which would probably what would be happening if that wasn't connected up. Let's just try that out quickly. So how quickly would I be losing power without this hooked up? That's the real test. Not very quickly, apparently. So what am I doing wrong here, then? That should all be hooked up now. Very weird. Is that being drained? That's not being drained. That's filling up. That's not filling up. What have I done wrong here? That's an output. Is that an input? I can't... Oh, right, no. That's got to be an input. I just realised I got my transformer the wrong way around. Right, let's make sure you're an input. Is that going to work now? Oh, apparently my jetpack's run out of power. That is now filling up. That is now... So it's all sort of empty along the chain. I can actually fill my electric jetpack up down here in my MFE, which is quite cool. If I'm ever down here, I don't actually have to go all the way back upstairs to use my ladder now. So there we go. Everything's working. Got my second boiler up and running. It's filling up nicely with charcoal. My steam turbine is running at 100% efficiency when it's drawing power. My MFSU is filling up. My MFE's filled up. My bat box is filling up as a consequence. So yeah, my whole system, my whole steam system's turned all working very nicely. Excellent. So I'm quite happy with what I've managed to accomplish this video. I don't think there's anything else I needed to do. I've got some glass fibre cables spare. Once I can make even more diamonds or go mining, I do like at least sort of like an hour's worth of mining in between videos, because until I can get a quarry set up, I'm going to be quite reliant on strip mining. So. But I think I should be fairly good now. I think I might have enough resources to sort of go for the what's it called? Go for the industrial blast furnace soon and the industrial electrolyzer, so I can actually start to work my way towards a quarry fairly quickly. And then I'm going to need. Yeah, I think I'm almost there. So this is my nice little EU system setup. There we go. I think I'm actually going to leave the video there. So thanks for watching, everybody. As always, please comment my videos to let me know what I've done well and what I haven't done well. If you enjoyed what you saw, it's always nice to see a like and a favourite. If you want to see more of my content in the future, and if this is the first time to my channel, please also hit the subscribe button. Again, thanks for watching, everybody, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.